everybody, welcome back to the Malibash Media Show. Today we have a really fun guest with us, Tonya Cross, and she is a designer, hair accessories, and I mean, she's got really cool stuff, and it's on Amazon, multiple places. And so really excited to have her here with us today to share about how she got into that and what was the inspiration behind it. So Tonya, thank you for taking the time today to be on the show and to share a little bit about your work that you do with accessories.
And thank you for the invite. I'm excited to share with your viewers and listeners about my brand, Accented Glory.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And I love the sunny background that she's got. It's awesome. Tonya she works full time, but then she does design on the side. And Tonya, we've talked a little bit, and I love the story of how you got into designing hair accessories and what was, share with the audience how you got started and what was that inspiration for you?
The initial inspiration was a need. And I think that's
Always
true
good.
for a lot of entrepreneurs. They have a need, and things that's currently in the market is not meeting that specific need that they have. So that was my initial inspiration. Was I had a need. I had a hard time finding natural hair friendly hair accessories, and one of my friends had suggested, why don't you just make it? And I've been creating things by hand since childhood. And I told her, you know
Oh,
what? That's a great idea. I think I will.
yeah.
So what happened? I started making them, and then other people started seeing me wear them, and it's like, "Ooh, I like that. That's cute. Can you make me one?" And my business just kind of birthed organically, and then it started to grow. And then I started selling on Etsy's, and then branched out to Amazon and Shopify. So those are where my three shops are right now.
That's amazing. And I'm actually going to pop up here your shops. If you don't mind, I'll pop up
Oh
a
no,
couple of
fine.
them so that you can see the accessories. They're a lot of fun and they're super cool. And that's probably where most things come from, is you see a need and you need to fill it, right? And so I really appreciate that Tonya just jumped in and did that, because nobody's hair is the same. And so it's always good to have some options out there that actually fit. Everybody's unique and
Right,
different. So it's
right.
I appreciate you doing that, Tonya. And I'm gonna pop up here one of their her shops that she's got. She's got some on Amazon, so you guys can see a little bit of what she does, and we can kind of talk while I'm showing this. But just some really cute. You do a lot with shells, and I love it. You got your
Yeah,
spring summer vibes, and this is always good. The beachy, I'm down for that all the time.
yeah.
Um,
Island vacation. Oh, I'm always down for the beach and water.
absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Um, and then like what is an inspiration that you'd like to share? With other designers, what is the message that you're trying to share through your artwork? Basically, what would you like to share with people?
Yeah, I think my designs um, are fun, bold, and stylish. A lot of people like the cowrie shell, that I use the cowrie shell because of the luster of the shell. It has the ability to basically go with anything, and you can dress it up, you can dress it down, and it just creates a nice, unique look. So, yeah. Mhm.
I love it. It's just so beautiful and unique. And how do what are some things that you've learned through the whole process? I mean, I don't know how to string shells. How do you do that? How does
Well,
that
one
work?
thing I learned process is that's one of the things I learned is the string shells. And another thing that I do and that my husband helps me out with is it's very important for me to make sure the size and the shape for the shells
Okay.
match that I put on a piece. So he's my shell sorter, and he pairs all the shapes and sizes together for me. So when I get ready to design, I just go to the bag with the shape or style that I want and just create it from there. But I use hemp cord to string my shells. So it is, like you say, it's definitely a process.
Mhm.
It's something that I taught myself how to do, because I was like, now how am I gonna make, put these shells on this headband? So what I do first, I string the shells with the hemp cord, and then after I string them with the hemp cord, I secure them to a band.
Okay.
So you can, yeah, to the headband. So yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. It's a different way of thinking about it. What is your favorite piece to make? I mean, you have headbands, you've got earrings. I don't know if that's even a good question.
Oh man, my favorite. Let's see, what is my favorite thing? I think it's the headband, because, and I think this is true for all my pieces, but with that particular piece, on my reviews, people always tell me how the design made them feel. And I
Yeah.
think it's because when I create the designs, it gives me joy and peace. And I believe that energy is transferred to each design I create. And when I get reviews like, oh my gosh, it made me feel like a queen. Oh my God, it makes me feel special. I was like, yes, that's it. That's what I wanted to happen. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's
That's so
working.
cool
Yeah.
to share. I love that. That's exactly the way that you want people to feel about your designs, and that's what you want to encourage. And I'm just so glad that you've gotten that feedback. That's always just a huge kind of plus, right?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
what are some things that you ran into at the business that you weren't really expecting?
Whew. Well, this is probably true for everybody. COVID
Yeah, that's a big one.
was not definitely expected, and it is still impacting supply chain and being able to get supplies. So when I'm able to get supplies, I definitely stock up, because you never know when
Yeah.
the availability is going to be there again. So that's probably the biggest thing. But currently, for Earring Lovers Day, um, I posted a post, and I'm learning that a lot of people wear clip-ons. And I was surprised at the number of people who wear clip-ons. So, being the
Oh,
designer entrepreneur that I am, that is one of the options that I'm going to update my description
I
and
love it.
start offering to customers is clip-ons, because I was surprised, because a lot of people were commenting on the post and they were saying, oh, I love your designs, but I wear clip-ons. And I was like, oh, that's no problem. I can convert them to clip-ons for you. And I
That's
noticed that
awesome.
I didn't really make that people aware of that on my website. So I said, now I got to make it front and center so I can help those who wear clip-ons as well.
That's amazing. And I am amazed at how many people still use clip-ons. It's they don't want to, either they haven't gotten their ears pierced or some other reason, or the earrings, they're bother a lot of skin types. So the clip-ons are
Right.
just awesome. And little, I know my little daughter has been loving clip-ons. Like the little pretend ones. That's the phase that she's in. But that's really cool to kind of realize that there's a whole new field out there for that. That's really
Yeah,
exciting.
and the last event that I've been vended at, if you don't mind me sharing, I
Yeah,
said,
please.
I'm gonna go ahead and offer this as a service, for customers who may come up to the table. And my very first customer was like, "Ooh, I like this, but I can't wear pierce." And I said, "Oh, no problem. I got the equipment I need right here. I'll go ahead and convert it for you right now. You can get them today." And she was so excited, because she's like, nobody has ever offered to do that, provide that service for her at,
Yeah,
live and in-person events. So I was like, but and it's quick and easy process. So I was like, I'm gonna start doing that at all my events now. So yeah.
that's so cool. What a great idea. You just made her day and helped her, you made that connection. It's just like, this is my options here, but I can rework some things for you too. That's really
Yeah,
amazing.
and tell all your friends.
Yeah. And follow me. Follow me on social media. I love it.
Yeah. Always marketing, always marketing.
Yeah. What is some of your best ways that you market that you found is probably, obviously word of mouth is always great, right? But what's some of the
Right.
other ones that you found have been really successful for you?
I think adding my business to Google Business has been very great for me because I always ask people when they find me online and on social media, I always ask them, how did you find me? Because I like to assess which I guess marketing tools and resources I'm using is most effective. So what I did with my Shopify allows you now to add your products to Google. So I did that and I'm getting a lot of response from that. So yeah, Google is my best friend.
Shopify is awesome. I've used them a little bit myself, and so that's it's really great that you can take your you can basically sell to anybody, and
Anybody,
it's just the way
exactly.
to do it are becoming more and more fortunately accessible and easy. So that's just it's really
Right.
awesome. That's so cool.
And like you say, Shopify is and it's also very user friendly. Sometimes I have challenges with technology, but for the most part, I eventually figured it out. And like you say, Shopify has so many features and so many options and so many things that you can do. You can add to your shop that the possibilities are endless of what you can do with your Shopify shop. So yeah, I like Shopify.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've used them a little bit myself too. Let's see. And what are some what are some of your, like, how long does it take you to make, I mean, I know you're wearing probably the earrings that you made are what you're wearing right now, but how long does it
Right.
take you to make a piece?
It all depends on the piece, the particular piece. Like these earrings right here, they probably take me maybe 15 minutes to make these. This is a simple piece and easy to make. The ring wearing now, the wrap ring that I'm wearing now that's a little more detail, and it takes a little bit longer to make it because it all depends on the details of the piece. When I have to string the beads, that takes time because, like I say, we have to separate the beads, pair the beads with matching sizes and matching shapes. So that's a part of the process as well. And then stringing them up. So it all depends on how detailed the piece is, how long it'll take. So at the most, I have some pieces that take me about an hour to make. And now I'm experimenting with leather. So this has been a real interesting process. So I'm working on some leather purses now. So of course that's taking longer because I'm still learning the process, and how to work the leather and the proper tools. Because it's
That's
amazing
whole
what a
new.
difference the right tool makes.
Yes, I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
I leather is always what I've heard is very difficult to work with. So I
It is.
admire you for even trying.
It definitely is.
That's awesome. What exactly are you trying to do? Bracelets, or what type of accessories are you working on with that?
Well, I have a leather cowrie shell bracelet that I created for Father's Day that
Oh,
to kind of cater to my
yeah.
men and women buying a gift for that special man in their life. So I
Yes.
have a leather cowrie shell bracelet that I have, and I also am working on some purses. I
Wow,
don't
that's
know
great.
why I jumped from bracelets to purses, but
That's amazing, though. Congratulations. I
but
mean, that's a
I
huge jump. But it's
did.
an accessory too, but it's a lot of work. I love
Yeah,
it.
I think what happened, I took a pocketbook making class, and in that class, I just got bit by the bug. The bug just
Oh no,
it bit me. Yeah, yeah. If you could go, are you live on my site?
I am. I was just
Okay,
looking at
go
your accessories
to
for men.
featured design, and you'll see my at the top. You should see featured design, and there's the cowrie shell of the
Oh
bracelets
wow.
right there.
Okay. Wow, that's
So
absolutely
yeah,
amazing.
that's what I started with, and it's real tough working with leather, but once you get the hang of it, I kind of got the hang of those now. But yeah,
That's amazing. Wow. And I'm so excited that you're also, you're doing it for the guys too, because guys love to, have some puka shells too. It's just like something that's a little bit different and unique. So,
yeah.
and I also wanted to bring attention to, like, you've been featured on so many different platforms, which is congratulations. That's absolutely
Oh,
amazing.
thank
And you got,
you, thank you.
opportunity. Yeah, absolutely. You deserve that. That's so great. I'm just very excited for you. What are things that you would like to share with any designers that's hoping to get into the field? Whether it's accessories or leatherworking, anything like that. What would be some tips that you would want to share?
Um, Definitely number one, let your creativity guide you. Always remain creative. Always be willing to try something different,
Yeah,
different muses. Because my primary creative muse is cowrie shells, but I decided, let me expand my knowledge. Let me expand. So be willing to be flexible and learn new things, and also listen to your customers, because by listening to my customers, that's how I realized that clip-ons were still a thing, and it's a lot of women out there looking for different, unique designs with clip-ons. So yeah,
that's so true. Yeah, you would never have known unless you listened to somebody's feedback on that, and that's really, really true. The customers, not always right, but their feedback is super important to help with, creating a good environment. Um, yeah, so that's so awesome. I'm really, really excited about that. And guys, you can find, I'll pop it up here again, but you can find Tonya to work with her on her own website. I've popped that up here a couple times, so I just want to do that again. And you can find her on Facebook, Instagram, a lot of really great places. And you can buy her accessories on Etsy, Amazon. I mean, pretty much any place you need to.
yeah. Look, not gonna miss any of those coins. Look, no coins left behind.
Exactly. No, exactly. So definitely please go and check out her accessories. I know everybody has an Amazon account, so make sure you're at least there. Um, and I really love the fact too that you're in North Carolina, which is super cool. Um, but definitely, guys, go and follow, check her out, and make sure that you support. And is there any other way that we can support you, Tonya, in your?
Yes, if you're in North Carolina, I also have my designs featured at Milton Road Center of the Arts gift shop in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So if you in or near the Winston-Salem, North Carolina area, you also purchase my designs in the gift shop there as well. Mhm.
Yeah. And what was for gift shop where again? I'm gonna pop that up here.
Is Milton Road Center of the Arts in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Milton Road. Their gift shop there, and they feature North Carolina artists and creators there in the gift shop. It's a lot of beautiful, one of a kind, unique pieces that they have there at the
That's
gift shop. Hmm.
that's so cool.
Yeah,
Congratulations. I definitely am gonna go check that out because I want to go see and get myself some summer inspiration. So
yeah, definitely check it out. Look, beachwear, beachwear.
exactly. Yes, absolutely. And if you guys see Tonya at a vendor show, definitely go say hi and check out her lovely little work there. I love it. And Tonya, thank you so much for being on our show. And is there any last things that you'd love to share before we end for the day?
Yeah, definitely, guys. Follow me on social media at Accent Glory. My handle is the same across the board. You can find me everywhere on social media.
Awesome. Yes, definitely go find her, follow her, support. And thank you so much, Tanya. You're a breath of fresh air. It's so good to talk to you, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. And guys, we'll see you back here next time on the Malibash Media Show. Take care.